He makes clean air out of dirty air. We don't want to kill that guy. What's going on, guys? LCG here, back with another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Alright, so there have been a few updates. Alright, one of the major things that I've noticed is that when I pull up my dig tool, you'll see where it says sandstone there. It also shows the hardness of the material that we are hovering over, which is great, right? Right there it says 80, very firm. Here it says 2, very soft. That's awesome. Now we know what to expect, right? We know if something's going to take a while to burrow through or if it's going to come out relatively easily, whatever the situation may be. Last episode, I was getting a little bit worked out over pretty much everything. Maybe a little prematurely, talking about killing off the colony and who knows what else. I have no intentions of intentionally killing it off, per se. But, you know, I'm just not gonna stress it all that much. What I am gonna worry about right now, though, is we're going to finish cleaning all this stuff up. Right up here, we're gonna finish building these bedrooms. We're gonna get their living quarters set up, and we're gonna spend a couple days just getting our base back in order and not worry so much about this stuff, right? And here's why. I'm going to break this water out, and we're going to dump it right down into here, like it's NBD, no big deal, because it isn't. So we will do this, and we will pick not obsidian, but granite sounds good. And we will build our ladder right on up. And there we go. Bam! Now all this water should drain straight down into here. We're going to go ahead and dig this out, and we will dig this out. And hopefully that'll allow it to drop down into here. What I really want to do is just start getting caught up on some of the stuff here in the base, right? We've kind of been expanding, and I don't want to say quicker than we should, because it absolutely isn't. We've been expanding, but we haven't really been taking care of this stuff on the home front. So, while we have power, while we have oxygen, right? Because there's an abundance of it here. It's just not very heavily, or not necessarily properly distributed. Yeah, we'll do that. And we're also possibly going to break this open, just so we can get to all of this good algae. One thing I do want to do, though, is I would like to build a single platform. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to deconstruct that, and we'll put a new algae terrarium right there, right on the bottom. And hopefully, yep, there we go. Puke away. That's alright. This is a good place to puke. There you go. Let that vom waters rush right into this. Alright, there we go. Yeah. We're emitting carbon dioxide, and it's going to settle down here and down here. And we don't care. We're going to let it go. So everybody stick around. I'm going to let this crank out some more stuff over the next little bit. And, oh, Tilly this time. It's not Shannon. Good for you. We're going to get these built up. We're going to do some beautification. Ooh, our plants are getting stifled. Atmospheric pressure too low. Maybe we need to kick this back into... Nope, we don't have enough algae for that. Yeah, we're just going to get that going. So everybody, sit tight and get ready to see what we see. Who knows what's going to happen. Alright guys, so here we are. We just hit the end of cycle 58, getting ready to roll into cycle 59. You can see there's still a lot of work to be done. We started carving some of this stuff out. There's still a lot of work to be done, which is fine. We finally broke out into up here. We got access to some of the oxygen that was stored away here. And this oxygen is still floating around, but you can see the rest of our base is in mediocre shape at best, right? I'm still not too worried about that. We're gonna let these guys chug along. This algae terrarium is rocking right along. It seems to have cleaned up a lot more of this air. We could probably do with one over here from the coal generator, but I'm not really stressing it right now. Yeah, I'm just not too awful concerned. This air up here, however, is putrid. You can see it is vile, but as this stuff rises up, it is getting filtered out by the air deodorizer, which is great. A lot of it's leaked into here, so let's go ahead and put another air deodorizer maybe right there. Hopefully that'll help clear that up. I don't think we're gonna open this up just yet. No, we're gonna leave that right where it is. I'm toying with the idea, however, of putting a electrolyzer somewhere in here. And the whole purpose of that would be to increase the air pressure throughout the entire colony. But I'm still not so sure that that's something we need to worry about. I'm not convinced that we really need to worry about that just yet. These guys are suffering, but they're still chugging along. You know what I mean? They're doing their jobs. It's just they're not doing it very happily. And yeah, that's my problem, but it's also my prerogative, which is kind of the joy of being an industrious overlord, is that I don't have to answer to anybody. So we're going to continue just mining this stuff out. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like we can't get to most of that. So what we're going to have to do is build some ladders up. Just like that. And that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4 out. And we should be able to get to all of that now. Probably could have done going over one more. We still got a couple bozos lashing out. We have... Oop. We have a little bit of algae on hand. These things aren't quite... Well, let's see what... how much do we have? We don't have much slime or algae on hand. I feel like we should have been stockpiling that sooner. But what I am going to bring up... Oh, wait a minute. I destroyed another cop. I wonder if somebody is... Have they taken these? Turner? Tilly? Yep, okay. So they have decided to take their beds back. Why can't you breathe in there? A little bit too much carbon dioxide. Yeah, we need to put gas permeable vents in there. Gold or copper? We're going with copper. There, now it can sink through. And oxygen can rise. Just like we wanted initially. I think we're doing okay. And I could be completely misguided in this, but I think we are. That being said, I am still anticipating that this colony isn't going to last entirely too much longer. So, how do you guys feel about getting some bleach stone? I think that's going to happen here soon. Because these guys are already digging their happy way through. And as far as I'm concerned, they're not, this isn't sustainable. See what I'm saying? Everybody wants to complain. But nobody wants to work. They all want to lash out. They've all got problems with these algae things. The deoxidizers. They're so quick to beat up the terrariums and all their sources of oxygen. So I think we might do that. We got our... Let's see what that did for our appeal here. Hard decor is garbage! Whatever. You guys want some more decor? There. Take that. And I think they're actually going to go straight into making those. That's neat. That means we're near caught up-ish. And there should only be one guy doing art. There's only one person doing art now. And with this gas permeable tile, once they dig that out, most of this should leak on over happily. Let's go ahead and prioritize that up to a 9. And that right there will give me a chance to figure out how I'm going to do this. Because I think I'm going to do an airlock here. And an airlock here. And 2 of the, I forget what they're called, air deodorizers to filter out the chlorine. And we'll take that bleach stone. We sure will, because we want that. Yeah, I feel bad for you poor fellas. I feel like for being gas permeable tile, it's not letting very much CO2 out. Yeah. That's not good. It's not doing a very good job. How's this doing? Yep, that's scrubbing out some air. That's scrubbing out some air. Yep, that's working. It's all working as intended, I'm sure. Just not the way I'd like it to work. But we're getting better. We're getting better. We got to work on our sanitation a little bit. People are still puking and we got to mop some. And we still got to keep repairing things, which is fine. I don't care. But this right here is going to be interesting because I've never worked with chlorine gas. So that's going to be a tricky situation. And we're not stockpiling very much LG at all. No, we're not. So we're relying pretty heavily on this here slime converter. But what are you gonna do? I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna carve it out, and we're not gonna care, because that's the kind of guys we are. So get out of here, duplicants. You don't want to die here. You don't want to do it. Bring this on up. And get to work, boys. Let's break open that chlorine. And I don't see any more pockets of good oxygen. This is a whole vacuum. We don't want any of that. This is all yuck, 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 yuck. Hydrogen, chlorine, contaminated, contaminated. I don't know what you are. He consumes contaminated oxygen. Oh, wait a minute. So he makes... We don't want to kill that guy. But we do want to dig up to him. He makes clean air out of dirty air. Whoop. Cancel that. Maybe we can help him out. Maybe he can help us out. Oh, that was quick. Alright, so let's get right to work. Bam. Bam. We'll put those 2 in. Air deodorizer. Air deodorizer. There. I'll bring you guys back right before we tap into this. Sit tight, everybody. This is going to get it. Alright, everybody. We're back. And here's what we're going to do. I already marked out a small handful of this bleach stone stuff, okay? We don't really have any major use for it. Besides... Where is it? It's in here somewhere. It's, not in plumbing, is it? It's like a hygiene, medicine, hand sanitizer, right? Yeah, that's the stuff we need. And each of these is a significant amount, just under 50 kilograms. So what we can do is we can put a hand sanitizer, somewhere in pretty much anywhere. But I was thinking we would do it. I was thinking right here, but they don't really routinely go near this area. But they may choose to if they know that that's where the hand sanitizer is. So I think that'll work. Alright, let's get ready. Go ahead and just dig this stuff right on out. And we'll dig that one as well. And let's get this priority set up. Whoop. All of 9. Let's see what these guys have to say. I also put another airlock in here. These guys might actually suffocate, which would be unfortunate. They can barely breathe up here. It's going to take them a hot minute to get through that. Oh, man, I'm sorry, fellas. Quit lashing out up here. These batteries, we need these. And of course they're not going for these because we don't have any algae to keep them rocking. We don't have enough algae for squat. Look at poor Turner. He gets about 5 seconds on this here rock before it's just too much for him. They're rotating. It's a high, fast-paced environment. 21 kilograms of bleached stone. And did we get any? Raw mineral? Is that where it'd be? Whatever. Come on. You can do it, guys. Chew it away. Chew it away. We're getting granite. Okay. Alright. Get some air. Let's see if this is sucking out the chlorine. It looks like it's doing a pretty decent job. Between the two of them, it looks like it is. There's a lot of in and out. Ooh. I don't know what those puffs are of very breathable air. What? Is that actually very breathable, or is that just incredibly toxic? Quit lashing out. I'm trying to get you guys hand sanitizers. There. Yeah, there you go, Tilly. Good work. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very grown up of you. And in case you didn't notice, we have some quaint, mediocre paintings here. Oh. Disable that. We don't need any more food. We got plenty. We're gonna harvest. We're going all in, boys. I think an air pump might be needed. Yeah, I don't know what this stuff is. What's puffing all this? I feel like the chlorine might have to go in one of these. Raw minerals, right? Is that... Nope. Cultivatable. Filtration medium. Consumable ore. We'll put that in there. And only that one. Poor Turner, man. He can't catch a break. When do we get our hand sanitizer up? This is a high priority because I want to see this in action. I want to see how often these guys use it too. Because they're constantly complaining about grimy hands. Yep. Can they reach any of this? Only some of it. That's fine. And we will also build a ladder up from here. And we'll let them run across. And then dig out. And dig out. And this is where they're digging up next. We'll figure that out as we go. That's just something to keep them busy on the side. Yes, the hand sanitizer. Does that make you happy? Is that what you needed? I can't help but feel like they're a little bit ungrateful for that. But this isn't doing such a good job. Yeah, I don't know that chlorine can really be controlled. That's interesting. Let's cancel this for now. We'll keep an eye on that. I just don't know it's going to do us any good at this point. Hand sanitizer. Do we have any details on here? 99.5 kilograms of bleach stone left. How much of it's in here? And exactly 0. That's alright. They'll go get more if they need it, right? I hope. What's our air pressure like up here? Pretty much nil. Which, you know, that's cool. That's cool. I guess. What do we want to do here? Do we want to put one in? Where do we want to put it? You guys didn't give me any feedback. I actually got 0 feedback at all on what we should be doing with this base in the last episode. And I don't know if it's because there was 0 exposure, you guys didn't see it, or what the situation is. Come on, Billy. I'm over you. But we're going to... Oh, I also deconstructed another outhouse. I don't think that was on camera. I deconstructed that because I really want them to be using this lavatory so that we can get more dirty water in here. And I think this one's about to get deconstructed as well. And I hope that's okay with you guys. Oh wait, we have an electrolyzer. We just have no air going, or no... What am I looking for here? Why doesn't that have power? Get off my screen. Enable that pump. When did we disable that? Get back to making oxygen, amigo. We need that water. There we go. Hopefully that'll force some more oxygen up through the rest of the base. Darn. Yeah, that looks like it's working pretty well. 142. That's hovering around 140. Oh, 150. It jumped up a little bit. Okay, this might actually start working now. We can put a few more of these gas permeable tiles in throughout. Yeah. Hopefully that'll work. This is what we're talking about, boys. Solving problems, right? Why are we solving problems? Because we make them in the first place. But that is not what we're here to address. What we're here to address right now is the road ahead. Alright? The road ahead involves digging into this muck. And I don't know if this guy... It's not aggressive, so he's friendly. Let's go ahead and welcome him to the colony, guys. This will be we'll name him Richard. Why Richard? Because Richard is going to help us survive, and that's really about it. What is this? That's clay. We don't want clay. We really genuinely don't care about clay at all. Literally the only thing we need right now is algae. Which is what this dark green stuff is. Alright, smash and grab, smash and grab. Ooh. They got a long trek to get to breathable air. Let's do them a favor. Let's do them a solid. And we'll get rid of that. And that. And they should be able to walk right across there now. That sounds about right to me. Stop lashing out. Stop doing it. Where? Oh, man. I'm in this perpetual state of repairing these things. Not that I really care, it's just... the more I have to repair, the more they have to repair, and we all know how that goes. And they ought to replant these. That's nice. I think that's a newer feature. I think it was patched in, so... Alright guys, next episode. We got the bleach stone. We got the hand sanitizer, and I think they're using it. We now have oxygen flowing up into these areas, which is good. Oxygen's very high here. It is flowing up. It is flowing up. That's important. I don't know more about how we're going to get the carbon dioxide out of here, because this is where they live. I feel like we should focus on that at some point. But, you know, to each their own. Maybe we'll just do this. And hope that that does something. Because I don't think that it will. We disabled that. Good, good. And chlorine. Yeah, I don't think it's getting siphoned out. I don't know that we ever want to go back into this space, guys. Seems too dangerous. It just seems too dangerous for what we're doing. I don't know if there's any benefit to getting any more of that stuff. Oh, look. They've already carved all this out. Huh. Let's give him a tile. Oh, that was cute. He farted. How do we want to do this? I'm gonna... not quite like that. Do that. And we'll give him a little ladder. And we'll let them lash out their one time per day. They at least get that. They deserve it, I suppose. And we can probably... do something like this so that we can finally get rid of that. And all that. And our hunt is over for algae. We have all the slime we need right now. And ultimately, we're even collecting a bit more of the wastewater that we don't really need. It's all trickling down into here. I don't know that we're going to get a big enough reservoir to make it worthwhile, but that's where we're at, alright? We got the bleach stone. That was our goal for this episode. Everybody, this is LCG. If you are interested in more oxygen not included, and you want to see me literally run this little comet straight into the ground, stick around. It's inevitably going to happen, no matter how hard I try not to. Alright? Stay happy, stay healthy. This is LCG, and I'm signing out.